Is your content getting views but not getting you clients? Are you consistently showing up and yet not getting any results? If this sounds familiar, then this episode is for you, because content can only convert if it is meeting the right clients. So let's change that today. Now here's the hard truth. Visibility without clarity is just noise. You can post every day, go viral every day, and yet still be talking to the wrong people. Wrong people being that the people that don't align with your purpose, or people that don't align with your offer, or people that don't align with your value. You will feel stuck at the end of the day. And this was me. I was doing everything from content calendar, going live, storytelling, yet my inbox was silent, just crickets. Right? So at the end of the day, I found out that yes, I was speaking, I was going viral, but I was speaking to the wrong people. Okay, so it just ended up becoming noise. So most contents fail because of one thing: misalignment. You're trying to solve the problem of someone whom you do not have the solution for, or you're applying the wrong solution to another problem. The reason why this happens most of the time is when you are trying to be who you are not and speak to the wrong people. I always tell content creators that you should always be specific about your niche, be specific about the problems you can solve, be specific about the solutions that you can provide. Clarity in this case is very important, because when there's too much ambiguity, when there's too much vagueness in whatever you are saying, writing, or teaching, you tend to confuse your audience. Now, if your words are not clear, if you yourself don't have that level of clarity, what happens is that you end up confusing yourself and confusing your audience, and then you start attracting the wrong kind of people. If your content is clear, if your content is concise, and you have a clear idea on the problems you can solve or the solutions you can provide, then this is what your content will do. 1, it will attract the right kind of people. 2, it will repel the wrong kind of people. 3, it will move people to action. At the end of the day, what happens is when people get to see your content, read it or watch it, they will be moved to act. At the end of the day, they convert. So when you have a problem converting clients, it either means your offer is not the exact one they need, they are not ready for your offer, or you are not communicating your offer in clear words, or your offer is not clear, or your offer is clear but they are just the wrong target audience for that particular offer, which is the reason why it is important to understand the kind of problems you can solve and understand the kind of audience that you need, that you know without a reasonable doubt that yes, these are the people that I can help. Who is your audience? That is, who are the exact people you can help, that you are confident and sure you can help them. Now, not everyone is your client, and that's why I keep telling people you cannot serve everyone, or else you will serve no one. And this is the reason why I earlier mentioned knowing your niche, knowing your target audience, knowing your ideal client persona, knowing exactly the specifics of who you are called to serve is very important. Now, we're not talking about my clients are women aged 25 to 40. No, that is known as your demographics, the demographics of your target audience, but not the nitty-gritty you need to know. It's just part of the big picture, right? So when you understand your target audience, it basically means the set of people that your story, your skills, your talents, and your strategy are uniquely designed, uniquely structured to solve their pain points. And when we talk about pain points, there are several areas or questions you need to ask. First of all, what is that one thing that keeps them up or wakes them up at 2 a.m. in the night? What is that pain point that gives them sleepless nights? What is that problem that is not allowing them to have a good night's sleep? Where is the shoe pinching them? Where is the pain coming from? What are their greatest worries? What are those problems that they may have that they are looking for someone to solve for them? It means that your strategy, your skills, your talents, your experience is specifically designed to solve that sleepless night that they're having. Trust me, all over social media, people position themselves looking for who can help them to solve their problem. I mean, using LinkedIn as an example, most of the creatives, most of the coaches, executives, people selling one over the other always start a headline with, I help, I transform. That means they are positioned to help someone solve a problem. So when you are talking about who your real target audience are, like I said, finding your niche, understanding the strategy and the skill you can use to solve that problem. And the first question, like I said, is what are their pain points? What is that thing not allowing them to sleep well? All right. So the second question is, so what words do they use to describe their struggles? What terms do they use to describe their pain? How do they feel about their struggles? This is one of the questions you need to ask. What is that belief holding them back? Is it society? Is it cultural? Is it tradition? Is it religion? There are so many reasons or beliefs that could be holding them back. What are those mindset blockages that is blocking them from actually being able to express their pain? That is if they're even aware of their pain, right? What is that secret future they desire from a point 0 to a point 100 that they are unable to voice out online or in public? You see, the trick here, or the secret here, or the magic here is the more you get to study your target audience and understand them on a humane level, the more you'll be able to understand the kind of content to write that will cut across the noise. Because there's so much noise on social media, you are not the only one positioned to solve that particular pain point. But the question is, what is your unique selling proposition? What is your unique selling value? What makes you stand out or makes you different? What's that differentiating factor between you and other people doing the same thing you do? So, my dear, this is the reason why you need to ask the right questions, so that when you are creating the content, your content will not only cut across the noise, your content for the right target audience will convert them to clients. So here's my 3-step framework to help you identify who your target audience is, so that your content will start converting with purpose. All right. So step 1, define their identity. You need to understand the identity of your audience. All right. You need to be able to identify what stage of life they are at, what stage of business they currently are at, right? So it's either is the person a beginner coach, an overwhelmed single mom, or even a corporate professional who's pivoting into business or becoming a full-time entrepreneur. You need to be specific, because clarity creates connection. Once you are clear as to the exact position or level their life are in at that specific point in time, clarity comes to you to be able to understand the specific kind of solution you can prefer for your audience. Step 2, identify their pain and their desire in their words. So don't keep using the word like scaling your business, scale your business, scale your business, and that is not exactly what they mean or what they want. So when you are reading the feedback or getting feedback or having discussions with them, when you keep hearing, for instance, consistent words like, I just want constant income, and that is the language you have to start using, right? You have to mirror their words, your target audience words back at them, because it makes them feel, you see their pain, you hear them, and you can feel them, which is very, very critical in creating deep human connection. So once you mirror their pain in their specific words, conversion rate will be higher. It also means that these words, you have to consistently use them in your written content, in your video content, in your caption, in your headline, and also in your stories consistently. The third step is to map your content to their journey. Every audience has their own journey. Now, create 3 content lanes. Lane 1, awareness. Help them or educate them to be aware of their problem. Why? Some people are not even aware they have a problem. So it is your responsibility to educate them and bring them to a point of self-awareness to understand that they even have a problem. Lane 2, alignment, which is to bring their consciousness using your values and your stories to help them relate more to that problem. Then lane 3, action, which pushes them to either buy, book you, or believe in something new. These are 3 easy ways you can use to build trust between yourself and your audience, and then your conversion process will start to follow. Remember, 3 content lanes: awareness, alignment, and action. I remember when I started posting content, sharing content, I was initially sharing for anybody who needed encouragement. I got followers. Oh, I did. I got a lot of followers. I mean, who doesn't want encouragement? Who doesn't need encouragement? I also need encouragement. So I got a lot of followers. But when I changed my niche, I changed my writing style, I started focusing on high-performing women who were having issues with their business journey or their career journey, things changed. So I noticed that I started having more discovery calls. My DMs that used to be empty now turned into discovery calls, and from discovery calls they now became my clients. And that's one of the things about conversion. You need to understand the pain points and use the exact words of your target audience. So you have to stop using jargons when writing your content for your audience. You have to understand that your language has to be simple, has to be clear, and has to be easily understood by your audience. Then another mistake people make is writing as if you are writing, or creating content as if you're creating for your peers. No, you're not creating content for your peers. You're creating content for your audience. This is not a competition. You are positioning yourself as a problem solver, as a solution provider to your audience. So don't make that mistake of creating content for your peers. You are creating content in mind for the people that you want to solve their pain points. Okay. Another mistake that people make in creating their content is trying to connect with everyone, trying to speak with everyone, and forgetting that they have a niche. If you end up speaking to everyone, you will end up speaking to no one. Then the final mistake: followers. Oh, I got a lot of followers. I mean, who doesn't want encouragement? Who doesn't need encouragement? I also need encouragement. So I got a lot of followers. But when I changed my niche, I changed my writing style, I started focusing on high performing women who were having issues with their business journey or their career journey, things changed. So I noticed that I started having more discovery calls. My DMs that used to be empty now turned into discovery calls, and from discovery calls they now became my clients. And that's one of the things about conversion. You need to understand the pain points and use the exact words of your target audience. So you have to stop using jargons when writing your content for your audience. You have to understand that your language has to be simple, has to be clear, and has to be easily understood by your audience. Then another mistake people make is writing as if you are writing, or creating content as if you're creating for your peers. No, you're not creating content for your peers. You're creating content for your audience. This is not a competition. You are positioning yourself as a problem solver, as a solution provider to your audience. So don't make that mistake of creating content for your peers. You are creating content in mind for the people that you want to solve their pain points. Okay. Another mistake that people make in creating their content is trying to connect with everyone, trying to speak with everyone, and forgetting that they have a niche. If you end up speaking to everyone, you will end up speaking to no one. Then the final mistake: remember that not everyone reading your content or watching your content has gotten to the level of your awareness. So you have to leave where you are and come down to where they are. Stop teaching from your mountaintop. Come down to the level where they are and teach them about the problems you can solve. Your content is too powerful to be ignored, but power can only show when there is clarity. So you really don't need more content. What you need is alignment. So you need to take out time this week, right? Take out time and really study your audience. Study your audience and tailor your content to fit in or match with their journey. And that is when they'll start to connect with you. And that is when the conversions will start to happen. So if you are ready to turn your voice into a movement, I invite you to check my Legacy Leadership Blueprint, where we break down and we unlock strategy, systems, and storytelling that will help you not just to be seen, but to help you get respected, help you get fulfilled, and help you get paid. So hit the subscribe button and share this with someone who is still talking to somebody in the wrong room or speaking to the wrong person. Your audience is waiting. Don't keep them waiting any longer.